Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw the Jet Trooper from Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpie. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. There will even be one for color as well. So for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, so like with most of the Star Wars stuff, I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, but I have not seen the movie or the trailers. So, for the most part, this is going to be a guess. But I mean, I know what I'm doing. I've got pictures. But, you know, I'm guessing at everything else. So, you know, so bear with me. And, you know, it's a good guess. You know, I know kind of what I'm doing. But, yeah, for the most part, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's the fun of it. You know, I get to create whatever I want. This is how I draw. Okay, so, I'm going to have him flying, obviously. Well, I guess maybe not obviously, if you don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much the basics of it. And I think for the helmet, I'm going to only do so much detail and then try to let color take care of a lot. One thing I don't know, and maybe you'll know this after the movie comes out, is I don't know why there is a Sith Jet Trooper and why there is just a Jet Trooper. So it really comes down to color is what it looks like. But just letting you know that I don't know the difference right now as of filming this video. Yeah, it's just in the titles, and there's pictures, but again, one's red, one's white. Don't know. So, okay. I think that might be it for basics. I mean, the rest of it's going to be armor, so I think I'm good to go. Oh, you know what? Let me try to do some kind of weapon here. Again, I don't know exactly what the weapon looks like. I kind of have a guess. Let's see, so I'm taking a guess at just about all this stuff. But the nice thing is I'm kind of putting it in a position that it has to be guessed at anyway, you know? Like he's going to be flying at you, and I don't have the armor in this position to get it accurate 100%. But also, you don't know what I'm doing. You don't have this. You don't have one of these. Or, you know what, maybe you do. I don't know. I could be wrong. But, okay, so anyway, I think I'm good. I'm going to erase some of this so I can get us there with Sharpie and not worry about the pencil lines being in the way. Okay, I think that's enough. A ghost of an image that I can sketch from that. Okay, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to jump over to Sharpies now. Let's welcome everybody that skipped over to this portion of the video. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Mostly the fine point, but the pens for the finer detail is too fine for the fine point to finally find. Now, what I talked about in the sketch is I sketched the entire thing out and I've erased it and I'm ready to go. I don't know what he looks like. I've got some pictures, but as of this moment of the recording, haven't seen the movie. I don't watch the trailers because I want to go in fresh, 100%, not knowing what's going on. So you just got to bear with me. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. I think I'm going to start with the big Sharpie and then come back with a finer detail for everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the helmet and work my way down. Since I sketched it, I know exactly where everything's going to be. So let's go ahead and just start with the sides here of the helmet, just to see if I got it going in right. And so just going to kind of come up like this. And the thing is, like I was talking about, is this is kind of a rough sketch, or this is going to be a rough idea, because like I said, I don't have pictures, or I don't have it in this position, or 100% accurate pictures. I'm just kind of going by what it looks like to me. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the dome. Something like this. And let's see if I can double check. Yeah, it just goes back. There's nothing I can really do. So, okay, sticking with what I'm doing. So I'm going to go with the Sharpie fine point now, just to do some of the finer detail. And so I'm going to do the visor, or the eyes, kind of doing something like this. I'm going to I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit. And I'm going to come back with color and darken all that in anyway. But I wanted to add just a little bit of that detail just to get us going. Okay, and then he's got kind of a the mouth. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I don't know what you would call this. Something like that. And again, because this is just a rough guess, bear with me that I'm going to do some stuff like this that looks kind of like bug teeth. That's what it looks like to me, but it's not, you know. And you can add some finer detail in there if you want, but like I said, I don't know exactly 100% what this stuff is, so I just kind of have to guess at what stuff looks like to me right now. And there are some finer details in there, but I kind of don't want to do those with this Sharpie. I want to do that with color, you know. Let me try to straighten this dome out just a little bit. Something like that. Okay. And I'm going to thicken that up just to hide a few mistakes, like that. There we go. I like that. All right. So I'm going to leave that like it is, and all the other fine little details, I'm going to do that with color. So I'm just going to keep going with my drawing, and I have him kind of floating in the air with his gun pointed at you. So I'm going to draw the stuff in front first, and let's see if I can find. Let's see. He's got, I don't know. There's several different guns, and again, I don't know what they look like. I'm just going by kind of what a rough idea of what a space gun is, you know. But that's also kind of the nice thing, is we can get away with drawing stuff that doesn't exist, and no one can tell us that we're wrong. Okay, so I'm drawing the hand holding the gun now. And again, a lot of the fingers are back behind itself, so all I got to do is something like that, and then I can draw more pieces to the gun. Let's see, I'm going to draw the trigger right there. Something like this. And again, we're drawing it, we're creating, so we get to make the gun however we want. So it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, accurate, or, you know, believable, because it's a space gun. You get to do whatever you want. So there, something like that, you know. And here, just to make it more believable, more space, we're gonna do some stuff like this, just to make some. And look, this almost looks like the fingers. So now I'm just doing stuff that doesn't even need to be there, but is giving it that space look, you know. I'm gonna hide that little thing that I just did. Okay, and so now I'm gonna put the other gun, the other hand holding the gun. And pardon me that I'm not doing the rest. I'm just kind of working with this right here and working my way out, so you'll be able to see where we're going. And so that's in the trigger. So there's one knuckle. I'm going to come down like this. So these fingers over here like this. Something like that. And again, you can't see it because it's holding the handle. We can do something like this, and because we're foreshortening, we kind of get away with certain things. And now I can just draw his armor like this. I'm going to draw his arm going up. And he's got like this tech spot between his arm in the arm piece. So something like that. Okay. And so now I'm going to draw his chest on this side, which is this piece coming up, floating like this. And so now I can draw his shoulder pad. And so I'm going to have a shoulder pad kind of going out and down like this. I'm going to bring it back over. Going to hide that. All that's going to be black, so we don't have to worry about that right there. And I'm going to bring his neck piece over like this. Again, all that's going to be black, so we don't have to worry about that. So now I'm going to work on this arm. So I'm going to draw his arm piece like this. And it's kind of foreshortened because the way it's all kind of pointed at you, you know, the way he's flying. So same thing. This one has that weird tech like line divider. That's the word I was looking for. Tech divider is what I'm going to do or say. All right. And so again, all that's black, but I'm going to do his shoulder piece floating off like this. And again, because his armor is like this, going to come down, float it in, float his shoulder like that. All that's going to be black, so we don't have to worry too much about all that. And so this piece is kind of floating like this. So I'm going to imagine it's going back up towards that. Oops, I went through the arm. That wasn't supposed to do that, but oh well. You know, what's done is done, so I'm not going to worry about it now. And so he's got another piece underneath that I've got him kind of at an angle like this. So that other piece underneath is going to be coming back like this, like that. And then I can do his belt, something like this, because on his belt, I'm going to do his extra trooper pieces, like this. His extra trooper extra stuff, you know, that they carry. Okay, so I'm going to do his crotch piece like this. And between his armor is just black, so we don't have to worry about too much inside there. We can just basically draw the armor like this. I'll connect it there because it's got to be connected, right? So same thing. Let's do this piece over here. Let's kind of float it over, connect it real quiet and tiny inside there. And I'm going to draw his legs flying back this way. So basically, it's going to be straight coming in, and he's got like this. I don't know what you would call it, a hexagon. What's six-sided? Knee piece is what I was trying to say. He's got a hexagonal knee piece. And we're going to give it just a little bit of an edge like this. And I want to do all the other armored stuff, but I kind of also just want to do that with color, you know? That way it doesn't stand out too much, and with color it'll be nice and subtle, you know? So his knee piece is going to be black, but where it's connected to his leg is basically going to be something like this. And he's got, we'll do the other side real fast. He's got this, they've got these flared out pants looking piece. Something like that, okay? And so again, before I forget, I'm going to connect this right here. That's going to be all black. And I can connect his shoe, which is basically just a foot hanging down because he's flying. So he's not really stepping on anything. And we're going to do the same thing over here. So now I'm going to do his other piece like this, but he doesn't have one like that. It's different. That's all the stormtroopers are for some reason. This knee is different from that knee. It's always been like that ever since the 70s. That's the design. So again, there's a lot I want to do here, but I think I'm going to try to limit myself so I can do it with color, but I will add just a few little details just to give us something, you know? Okay, so again, the knee piece is all going to be all black, but it does have the joint that kind of comes around like that. It's going to have that strange flare, like this. And again, foot just hanging down, like that. Okay, so I'm just going to connect this, connect that like that. Make sure there's nothing else that needs to be connected. His actual jetpack, you can't even see. We'll do that and that because we know it's on his back. And then there's a pack. Like I said, it's behind him, so you can't really see the flare parts, you know. So you know what? I say we take care of the rest with color, so we can add all the cool little lines and stuff like that to give it that unique look. So that is the First Order Jet Trooper. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.